But on the first wheel, we went through, everything's checked out fine so far. But now we're gonna get into the heavy stuff, stuff that you all really want to see. So I'm excited for this. Check me out after this game. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys, without wasting any time, let's pick up where we left off in part 1. For those that watched, we went over the Renegade golf ball. There's two different ones, the MBU Black and the MBU. We only hit the MBU because that applied to our swing speed, and we went over different aspects such as putting, chipping, and my favorite, the approach shots or par 3 shots. After hitting these few shots and going through these few tests, I was ready to speak and sell these balls up on the mountaintop. I was ready to just, the first person that I seen, I was ready to get them to try it, buy it, and have it for life, because that's how good I was feeling. So the first person that I met here was my member, my homie Ron, and he's one of the best golfers that I know personally, so his opinion was important to me. Take a look at what he said. All right, what's the drop test?
So what we're doing is listening for the sound that it makes.
Which ball do you have in your hand right now?
Titleist Pro VX is what I use. Do you hear that?
Okay.
Did you hear the sound of it?
Yeah.
Now I'll drop the Renegade.
Okay.
Okay. Which one's softer?
It sounded like the Renegade, to be honest.
So this Renegade is softer than the Titleist,
Really?
in my opinion, from the sound.
Okay.
Okay. So then it becomes an issue of the spin. Based on your swing,
Yeah.
what kind of spin are you getting off? To me, the most important thing is spin off your driver.
Okay.
The more spin,
Right, the more
it
slice
goes
or
left and right and goes up.
Exactly.
The less spin, the more it bores through.
Okay.
So the driver is very important for spin.
Yeah.
Now around the greens, all right, you want to have some spin
More
on
spin.
it.
Right. Right.
Driver's most important thing.
Okay.
Give me two.
Just take both of them.
Okay.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah,
I need that one back.
that's what I use.
All right, so you guys heard it from my guy over there. He said it doesn't matter around the greens. That's cool for spin, but now we're gonna try it off of the tee box. I'm starting out right here with a Pro V1X. All right, because that's the name to beat. So it's a little bit left, but it was straight as an arrow. I feel like it would have still been okay. So now we're gonna try this Renegade MBU. Not too much spin, but you know, I might have pushed it a tiny bit. The wind is kind of playing a factor in it today, so let's hit another one. That one went straight as an arrow. Straight through the wind. I guess we'll try a few more.
So the MBUs feel extremely soft off of the club face. We are going to go into more detail down the road, so don't get fixated on this, but let's see the results up close. We're going to see
who won the driving contest in the fairway. We got two nice ones up here. All right, we got a Renegade right there. This is about a 280 drive. Another Renegade right here. It's about a 283, 284. All right. We got about a 285, 287 Pro V1X, nice Pro V1X. We got to keep it a buck, man. We got probably a good 300. We got a good 300 Renegade in the middle of the fairway over here. All right. I don't even think that was the longest one. That wasn't even the longest one. All right. We have we have another Renegade that's just off of the fairway. It's a thin fairway. All right. It's about 305, 308, I'd say. All right. So just to keep things in perspective, I think that we hit a good one over here as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. You see right there? We're playing with the edge right there. It's okay, but that's about a good 310. All right. That's about a good solid 310 Pro V1X. All right. Relatively similar numbers. All right, so out here on the bunker, told you we're putting all of this through the test, but we're gonna just try and see what these things do around the green out of the sand trap. Bunker shots aren't my strongest suit, but we should be able to put a couple decent shots on there. So we're gonna hit a couple boxes, see if we get some spin. I'm gonna be going for the 2 to my left, and I'll be calling it out. So let's see what these do. All rolled out.
All right, so after seeing those first few shots with the Renegade ball, I do have to be 1000% honest. Sand trap shots are not my strong suit. I do know how to get up and down out of them, but the groupings of my shots here, you're gonna see, are not tight. These shots right here are gonna be a mix between TaylorMades and Pro V1Xs and Renegades. Just I put them all in a grouping so I could see what the results are up close on camera. And you know, a couple of them are, you know, close to the pin, as you'll see this one rolling up, but the slopage of this particular green out of the sand trap, it's going downhill. So you're not gonna see a lot of stopping on a dime or stuff like that, like you've seen on my chipping and on the par 3, just because of the way that this is set up. So that's kind of all I had to work with, but like I said, with my accuracy, I can't say that the Renegade is better or worse than the TP5 and the Pro V1X. But let's get into one of the most important tests. Let's check out this simulator. All right, so you guys are at one of my favorite indoor places. We're gonna put the numbers to the test with these Renegade balls. For you on-screen nerds, you guys like to see exact numbers. Let's see what the numbers look like, the spin rates and all of that. All right, so getting warmed up here, I'm not even joking. This is like day 12 testing these Renegades out, but just threw in, you know, some warm-up shots with the wedge. You know, that's how we do it. And the numbers was comparable to what we were seeing out there. That should be good. That's a good one. Directly bullseye. I'm not cheating, man. You see the ball I'm using. The numbers are just pretty good here. But the main reason why I'm here is the driver. My guy Ron talking about the spin factor with the drive. So the main factors we're going to be going through is the Renegade and the Pro V1X. Because I mainly use the TP5, that's my ball. I'm going to be kind of just basing the spin rate off of this just to see, you know, if it's around the same or if it's, you know, just what the numbers is. But the main test is going to be between the Pro V1X and the MVU. We're going to start with the Pro V1X. All right. That one was a bomb. I mean, we got 291. That's just the first drive. You can see the numbers here. We got total 291. The spin rate 30-30. Pretty much straight as an arrow. That one was straight. I didn't get as much distance off of it, but it's straight down the middle of the fairway. We got a lot more air on this one, but as you can see there, that spin rate, and I don't know if you got to check it, but it is right there. That one was another sky ball. I can feel it. But as you can see, we're going straight up and down. You said one more. All right, that one should be poked pretty good. As you can see with the ball flight pattern, I mean, it's a little bit of a fade on there, but it's pretty good. We have our total yards is 273. Spin rate is around the same. The first one's 4. And all of them down the middle. All right, a little bit of a fade on that one. But if you look, you'll see that my yards is 266. Spin is 4460. Smash factor is pretty good. Not mad at it. I'm spinning. That's crazy. I think it's pretty much the exact same yards. Spin was a little bit more out of control there. All about the same here. That was just enough ball to get some yardage on there. Really put some rip into that one. Just to try to get something comparable to it.
.274, 11-yard curve.
All right, so that was the first good ball for Renegade. But as you can see, we're gonna just rip through a bunch here. And as you'll notice, your boy is accurate with this driver, okay? Let's not get that twisted, okay? But second, and most important, you'll see that the Renegade numbers are gonna come in relatively around the same, okay? I just want you to just check out the yardages besides a couple of these slips, okay? I airballed a couple of these, all right? Whenever I'm feeling myself, I always get shown to be humble. It's number one about this game. But as you'll notice here, the groupings are kind of close, and I'll have to say that outside of the first one and maybe the last one being around 275 or so, the consistent yardage for me with these Renegade balls are, I'd say, around 265 to 268, all right, as you'll notice here. But for the spin factor, besides this one that we just completely kind of hooked and put in the rough, not out of bounds, but still in the rough, I will have to say that the spin, I don't see any difference outside of the Pro V1X and TaylorMade, if we're just being completely honest. My pushes are my pushes, you know, my pulls are my pulls, but spin wise, relatively the same numbers. And this is what I was kind of looking the most out of after hearing from my boy Ron. So just seeing here, you guys see it, we're putting all the groupings around the exact same, the numbers are coming in the same, and it is what it is. All right, so you see right here, Renegade, if you don't mind having a couple yardages off, this is a very, you know, accurate ball.
So going out here to retrieve these balls out here, balls. I'll be able to see when I get closer, but I'm telling you, man, we're really putting up consecutive numbers with the Pro V1Xs. For the few that I hit down here, you'll be able to see they're kind of like in a line here. This first one is going to be the Renegade that I'm going to pick up right here. It's kind of got under, it wasn't a really good hit. And then this next Renegade up here, we'll be able to see it's about a good 270, 265, 270 shot. I mean, it's accurate. I haven't been long today, but this one right here is about 275, maybe 278. And as you can see there, that's the Pro V1X. Overall, it's pretty consistent. I mean, I guess I wasn't expecting, you know, it to be like blowing Pro V1X out of the water, but for the price and this type of ball, I'm happy. I'm well done, guys.
So here we are at the end of the road, the conclusion. Probably won't see another in-depth review on this Renegade ball quite like this. I had no idea when I first picked up this golf ball that it would be what it is, especially being new in something like this that usually takes a few years and a few different designs to get to where it's something that somebody can actually talk about. So let's get into exactly every tier for here. Around the green, approach shots, putting, and chip shots, amazing, right? Everything lines up amazing. I do like that the Renegade ball has a line on the side of it. You don't have to draw in with your marker. I like the arrow and the ease to be able to line up your putter to that. I do love that you're able to spin. My biggest thing, I used to always want to be like the pros and the majors, being able to spin the ball back, you know, a good amount, and you definitely get that with here. But I am gonna have to emphasize that you're gonna have to mentally prepare yourself to club up a bit if you're gonna throw in that shot around the green. All right, if there's a tuck pin placement somewhere where you know you're not gonna be able to have much room on the back, let's say that is hazard on the back of the green or not, and you have to throw that in there, that's going to be a difficult shot for you mentally, because you are going to have to throw this ball about, I'd say, 10 to 15 feet past the hole to get it to run back, you know, around where it's a makeable one putt. I've taken this golf ball out on a few really nice courses. I got invited to the Tullymore and the St. Ives. If you're ever in Michigan, look those courses up. I guarantee you, I put those up against any courses around, you know, the nation. And I played a full round, both courses with the Renegade ball. And I have to say that, you know, my numbers were low. I had a really tough day the second day, but the first day, I was just hitting center of the club face. Everything was going right. So I do have the trust to be able to use these Renegade balls. I was a TP5 guy, so anybody that's watching this, if you like TaylorMade TP5, this golf ball is gonna make you want to throw it out the window. I do have to say that I'm probably no longer going with the TP5, but if you're a Pro V1X person, I have to say that I have to say that the Titleist Pro V1X still trumps this golf ball, especially from the tee box. If you notice, that's probably going to be the hardest thing for me ego-wise, because when you're on the driving, you know, when you're on the tee box, everybody wants to be the longest drive. I don't care who it is, you know, and substituting that average with the Pro V1X around 290 yards to, you know, around a 270, 275 average, you know, on a good day with the Renegade, that's going to be hard. All right. But I have to say that that's around the same, I'd say, with the TP5 when I'm hitting, you know, 275 to 285 is around, you know, an average that I'll be hitting on a good day. So with that, you know, you got to take in the price margin with this. For the ball to be that comparable to a ball that I normally use, and it being about 15 to 20 bucks cheaper, it's hands down gonna be my golf ball. I would like to see this golf ball in more pro shops. I know that they're based out of Atlanta, Georgia, so I know that they probably are in a few pro shops down there, but I like to start seeing it up here. I know that day is gonna come slowly and soon, but I'd like to see it sooner than later. I do feel in my heart that this ball will be on tour. I did talk to the owner directly, and with the new rules, the spin rule and all that stuff that the PGA has announced and come out with, Renegade said that they're going to be up to par with that or whatever, made the accurate changes by then. So there's no doubt in my mind that you are going to see this ball on tour one day. I did call my boy Ryan back because I did give him a Renegade ball, and he definitely, he said that he would give it a 5-star. He did speak highly about it. So he did use it. He actually even sent me a video of him knocking in a birdie putt on a par 3 that he stuck in nice at around 3 foot. These people are well on their way, man. The Renegade team, thank you all for sending me the extra box. I do hope that you all will send me a couple for my people. Guys, this is Chuck with TGV. Stay smooth, stay tuned, stay safe. Happy New Year, guys. We outside.